everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka Joe, and welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July holiday. I know I did, and just to let you guys know, I won't be doing a whole lot of videos going on the channel this next week because I will be going camping with family, kind of an extended 4th of July holiday thing we've already got planned. But I will be back by the end of next week, and we'll definitely be having the podcast on next Friday night as well. So definitely check that out. But I got a chance to check out the new Beverly Hills Cop film starring Eddie Murphy entitled Axel F for Axel Foley. And this is my non-spoiler review for the movie. So if you've not seen it yet, I won't be ruining it for you. But at the same time, if you've seen it, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But I definitely recommend you go checking it out. I recently also binged the first three Hills Cop movies. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed them. I don't recall ever watching them growing up as a kid of the 80s and early 90s, obviously. So it was a nice little bit of a retro, nostalgic, travel back in time situation for me. So I got a big kick out of it seeing some of these old, buddy cop movies from back in the 80s because those movies were just outstanding. I really wish they do a lot more of them nowadays, but I understand they aren't as popular as they once were. There's a few here and there, but at the same time, we used to get a bunch of them back in the day, and they were really fun to watch. But this is one of the one of those deals where obviously this movie, the last in the series of the trilogy, Beverly Hills Cop 3, was literally 30 years ago. It was just great to see all three of these actors together once again for another go at this. And like I said, since I never got to watch them before, I was actually pleasantly surprised at how well these three work together on screen. I didn't really expect all three of these characters to kind of be together pretty much for the entire series. I know the actor who played Taggart wasn't in the third Beverly Hills Cop film. They said he retired, and of course, he kind of unretired a little bit here in the storyline to kind of come back for this one. But yeah, it was just great to see all of them together again. I mean, obviously, they're getting older in years and yeah, and Eddie Murphy here, I tell you, I don't know what he's drinking and what they've been putting in his water, but he clearly found the fountain of youth somewhere because the man looks outstanding for a guy who's in his 60s now. So that's absolutely outstanding. I hope I look that good for sure. But the movie as a whole, I ain't gonna lie to you. In my opinion, since I just watched all four of them pretty much back to back, I'm going to say that the fourth film was definitely better than Beverly Hills Cop 3. I thought Beverly Hills Cop 3 was probably the worst of the series, although still entertaining. There were just certain aspects about it I just kind of felt that it was a little unbelievable, especially when Eddie Murphy's Axel Foley is jumping back and forth on the carnival ride. I'll just say it that from Beverly Hills Cop 3. But yeah, like I said, just to see all these old characters together, that was a bit of fun for me. Even though I just watched it all the way through for the first time for the most part, but yeah, this I could see the notes they were trying to hit here too. We also had a lot of callbacks to obviously the time that they were using like dump trucks and semis and stuff to run over cars. They had like a snowplow or something. I think in this one, there's all sorts of crazy shenanigans that happens there. And of course, I love the lines that Eddie Murphy uses to kind of call back to his Shrek character of Donkey. There's at least two lines for sure. There was a reference to onions having layers, as well as Donkey. Eddie Murphy in this movie says, "We're on the edge," because Donkey was like, "We're a donkey on the edge." So I love all that stuff that he did there. So that was absolutely great too. And the where this movie differs just a little bit. At the end of Beverly Hills Cop 3, we kind of get this idea that maybe Eddie Murphy and the lady like he kind of helped save in that movie kind of maybe had a romantic thing. And in this movie, he now has a daughter who's clearly all grown up after 30 years. So I don't know if the movie ever actually says that it's the same woman's daughter, but at the same time, you kind of get that implication here. Of course, where this film differs a little bit from the original three is where while we're not getting the cop steakhouse that we were getting with Billy Rosewood and Taggart with Eddie Murphy's Axel Foley, we now get Eddie Murphy kind of joining a younger cast here, which with his daughter, as well as Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who is also in this movie playing a cop as well. So it was kind of cool to see some new dynamics there with Axel Foley, because obviously, the actors who play Rosewood and Taggart are getting a little bit older as well. So yeah, it was kind of nice to just kind of see them interject some new blood here for sure. And I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt did a really good job in his character's role here as well. I thought the acting in this was pretty fun. And like I said, if you like the series, I think you're going to be pretty well happy with what this movie does. It's not the best Beverly Hills Cop. I think the best ones are obviously Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. But I thought at the same time, it's just kind of a fun little film that they put out on Netflix. I don't know if it had done so well at the theaters right now with the way everything's going on in the movie industry right now, with the prices being so high and everything just being uber expensive and just nobody wanting to go to the theaters much anymore. I thought putting it on Netflix was actually the right call, in my opinion. And Eddie Murphy's already stated that if this film is popular with fans, they'd actually are considering doing a fifth one. So if that's the case, we could be getting more of Axel Foley here coming down the line. I think that could be a lot of fun for sure. I would definitely watch another one, depending on what they ended up doing with the story and all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, looks like it could be moving more down the line here and more, I don't know, the Axel Foley cinematic universe or what they're going to be doing with it, or just getting another installment. We'll have to wait and see. But the buddy cop films maybe making a return with the recent news that Mel Gibson will be returning as Martin Riggs in the Lethal Weapon series, as well as directing that movie too. So we could be getting some more nostalgic buddy cop movies coming back around here. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But the real question here, though, is guys, what did you think about Beverly Hills Cop 4? I think it was really good. I just don't know if it lived up to the first two, but definitely better than three. I mean, maybe lacked a little bit in the comedy department, but at the same time, I thought they did a pretty good job, all things considered, after all these years. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until my next video, guys, take care and God bless.